I sometimes like to discover new music on YouTube because you can really go down all sorts of rabbit holes over there. And I was listening to an old track, Lightning Crashes, and the next recommended track was also Lightning Crashes, but a cover. Now, usually covers are a lot more exciting for me because it's a different person's take on the original, and it's usually different and a little more fun with certain elements. So this other track that I saw was a soul cover, which I found quite interesting, which is something a lot of people don't do anymore when it comes to the genre of soul and covers. So I did listen to a bit of this, and I did find this to be quite impressive. And then of course I did want to come to the tab and see what's playing, who's singing. And to my surprise, the one track that really surprised me, it sounded fantastic. It was an amazing rendition. It turns out that this wasn't anybody. This person didn't exist. These voices didn't exist. The instruments didn't exist. This was all AI. And this is what really freaked me out because I never thought that AI would creep into this realm, especially when it came to music. In fact, I did play this track for a friend of mine, and he himself thought he could identify the vocalist, but again, this is nobody. It's just an AI generated track. Now the thing is, I will link it down below. You guys need to listen to this to experience it. Now, as of recording this video, this specific video by this AI soul cover was posted about 13 days ago, and it's got like 3.5 lakh views. I suppose also because it's as impressive sounding as it is. Go on ahead, listen to it. It is no doubt impressive. And the YouTube channel is called The Professor, Nick Harris. I will leave it down. Now, if you really sit and scrutinize it, I mean, as say an audiophile or you're looking for faults, yes, there's a lot of compression. It is on YouTube, but it's like there is something off with the timbre. And when I refer to timbre, I only talk about the instruments. Like say if there's anything piano or whatever it is, strings, it sounds synthetic. It sounds like it's on a synthesizer. It doesn't sound genuine like it's been recorded by an actual band. But the vocals sound surprisingly natural to a certain extent. I mean, it's not the hard truth of how it will sound. But then again, this is only after looking or hearing it, after you know that it's AI. If you first listen to it, you're not even really going to focus on it that much. So this just leads me to wonder how sort of disturbing it can be, but impressive at the same time, because I'd hate for it to take somebody's jobs, especially when it comes to music. Now the thing is, I think it sounds as good as it does because I mean, the fact that they've gotten data from everywhere, they've obviously taken off the best. The overall structure of it is phenomenal. It's definitely musical. It's exciting to listen to. It's a fantastic cover of the original track, and it's learned from something. Now, one thing I do know is that AI, at least at this moment, cannot create something genuinely original and be absolutely fantastic. This is based off what actual people have done. So I think AI does have a long way to go, yes. But I think where this can be used is, there are a lot of bands who do all sorts of covers for sure. But I think a lot of people will not just jump into different renditions because they'll take a while to, give it their own flavor, give it their own sort of feel, and then they'll spend time on it, on that specific track. AI, I think, can help if you're a cover band in this kind of situation and show you different kind of renditions of it. If you want more strings, throw it into that, little box where you want to ask it to do more. Make it big band, make it more, jazz or blues, or make it more classical sounding, make it more rock pop, more 90s, more 2000s, and so on. So, an artist can listen to the version or the rendition that they'd like to play with, listen to it, and then sort of lean into it, and then publish that kind of music. So that's one way they can do it. But again, I can't help but feel that it is a bit frightening. It's a bit unsettling to a certain extent, because I think a lot of people will just say, hey, you know what, let's just do something like this instead of hire a band, for a gig or stuff like that. I don't think that's the way we should go with AI, especially when it comes to music. It's an art form. It speaks to the soul. It's really something that should remain human and untouched by ones and zeros. And the thing is, yes, a lot of DJs and EDM is made on computers. It's a lot of ones and zeros. It is synthetic. It would be terribly awful to actually start eating into genuine musicians' work and so on. But anyway, what's your take on this? I'd like to know down in the comments. It's definitely something that is stirring the world right now. So let me know down in the comments what your take is on AI with music in particular. And of course, I will see you in the next one.